Alright, let's try this again. I got a piece of just regular, I don't know if it's cold rolled round bar. It's the round steel bar that they sell at Home Depot that I had a chunk left. That's the same bar that I made the knocker outer piece to take out the other chuck. So this was the small cutoff chunk. So let's see if this does better. And the other plan is to just try and make a small piece, probably about this long, that will go through that little hole, and then another piece that will go up inside the plastic, because I'm going to try to use a die this time, not the tap, because I haven't broken a die yet. I have broken taps, I haven't broken a die, so we'll see if that works any better. And Tom has suggested this, so we'll see if you're right, Tom. It may work.
Alright, time to actually play with the lathe again. So first I am using little carbide cutters to face off the piece of steel, and that worked okay. Didn't do too bad. And then now I'm just slowly moving it down, and I'm not sure if it's the way I was moving the cutter, like if I was moving it too fast or just slightly jerky as it went, but you can see the finish isn't all that great. And I noticed that through most of the cuts when everything was done. It had a very rough finish going across. And you can see it there. It's definitely not smooth. And there I'm just making sure with the plastic cap that I have enough space to actually do the bits, and I do. And here I am measuring to try and set that so I can figure out the depth, and so I have a good idea of, yep, I have enough space to do the little part with the threads, and then also have the part later to cut to try and go up in for inside the plastic. And then I realized I needed to switch the cutters because the one I was using was the wrong one to try and go down. It works much better with this angle. This is the triangle with the point forward versus the point to the side that I had been using, and this works pretty good. And I hadn't realized it through this part for the threads, but I almost screwed it up. I didn't, but I almost did, because I forgot, because I don't do this very often, that in order to have something that you're going to put threads into, you don't use the size of the drill bit to make the hole to tap. You use the size of what the outside of the threads are supposed to be. Well, I forgot that part because I tap maybe once every 6 months or something, so it's not one of those things that I have in my memory for, oh, got to do it this way. It will be now, hopefully, but you can see I'm testing it against the drill bit, and luckily I didn't get it down to the drill bit size, because that would have been, I would have had to start over and like redo this part. But I didn't. It actually, I stopped beforehand. It's like, all right, well, let's just see if I can get it to go on before it gets too close. And then, yeah, we're starting to measure. And again, I'm measuring to the drill bit. Don't do it this way if you try it. Measure to the thread size. There's tables and all those things. I even have one on my wall. I didn't look at it. I figured, oh, I'll just measure the drill bit. No, that was not what you're supposed to do. So I unfortunately almost got it down to the size of the drill bit, but not quite. There was just enough space to actually get threads in it, luckily. And yeah, it was close. And then here I think I'm going over to get my taps. Yep, there we go. Or I should say the die. And it looks like it's going to go. And then we'll try this way. Alright. And luckily that small wrench, which had slid back in the drawer and it took me a bit to find it, so I was gone for a bit. Luckily, initially I was going to say, okay, is that flat enough? No, it's not flat enough to hold straight, so just got to try and go that way, and that ended up working. And it's like, alright, let's try oil, because we don't want to break it. And that worked. It was small enough that it fit on the lathe bed. And then it's like, okay, that's not very big threads. And then I realized, well, it goes on. And then I realized, there's where I realized, oh, I almost made it too small. Didn't, but almost. So, that was a disaster slightly averted just by accident. And now it's time to do the other part. So, I cleaned up, as you saw there, the little back corner, such that it was more of a right angle instead of the 45 that was before. And now I'm just going down through to that other mark that I had set there for the depth of what I need to do for what will fit up inside the plastic. And again, you can see it's not a good surface finish. I don't do this stuff often. I don't know if it's speeds and feeds, because you have to have that to get it right. It's very possible that's part of the problem. It didn't stall the lathe, so I wasn't taking too big of a cut. So that was, I didn't screw it up that way. I should say I did it correctly, because I didn't screw up that part. But it just wasn't, it didn't go well. But you can see, I figured, all right, you can't really, because I'm taking such small cuts because it's steel, you can't hardly see when I'm doing it, so I blued it, and then you can see, hey, look, he is actually taking something off. It's just a little dust that's falling off. It may be I should have taken bigger chunks, and maybe that would have been a better surface finish, but again, it's playing around and practice stuff. It's not, this lathe won't do fine precision, I know that going in, but it's fun to play with, and I'm learning stuff, so if and when I ever need to do precision stuff, I'll have some skills that can translate, hopefully, to better tools. Again, they're bluing it just to see, hey, there is stuff coming off. So the bluing is only, literally just to show on the camera that, hey, he is actually takes off, and there it fits. So now I'm going to try and get some washers and get the nuts on, and then I realize that the threads are not great, and it's kind of almost stripping, so then I try another one, and yeah. But at least, and then I try a little bit of this. Doesn't really work. It's not good.
I almost screwed it up, but didn't. The problem I had was I had measured the drill bit for where you're supposed to go for the hole that you then tap with the threads. I should have measured the outside of the bolt because, needless to say, the threads take up space. So I made luckily I didn't go completely down to size, but the little shaft was just on the too small side. I was able to make some threads, but not real deep threads. It was able to mostly lock it in place. Not completely. It still spins on here. But the problem I'm having is it's not centered enough to do anything. So yeah, I could do a skim pass, but I don't know, because this was not a friction fit on the shaft for the black piece. It had just the slightest amount of play. That's not ideal. That's alright. I didn't break anything this time. Even if I don't think this is going to work, I didn't break anything this time, so that's a plus. With this not being centered, I don't think running the lathe tool across is going to do anything, because it's, if this plastic is not centered on the shaft, then any plastic I take off won't be to the center and balance of the part. So it was a slight success in that I was able to get the shaft down and put nuts on, but it was a failure in that I was not able with this lathe to get it precise enough to be able to balance this using this method. That's okay. More learning happened, right? So I learned, well, we'll see if I do it often enough to remember, but you need to turn the outside of the shaft to the size of the threads, not the size of the drill bit that you make the hole that you put the threads into. That's obviously common sense. I don't do this often enough, and it didn't click in my head, hey, you're doing it wrong. Now hopefully it will click in my head, hey, you're doing it wrong. This metal did very much work easier than that bolt did, so this was a much better piece of metal to try and do this test with, so that's good. That part all worked. I got it down enough that this is not bottomed out on this piece, so it's actually bottomed out at the top where it needed to be. But yeah, it's just not precise enough, and this plastic is not precise enough to do something nice with this. And you see it still spins, and it's not tight enough to really do much. It doesn't move back and forth, so that's a plus, but it does still spin, so this isn't tight enough. Any little friction and it would just stop and then spin on the shaft, which would screw up the center part. So this is done. I'll have to tell Robert, as he suspected, this is cheap. I can't do it with the old stuff that I have, so he may just buy something else. But I had a lathe project, and it was fun. I had fun doing it, so that's a plus.